Out here at the D3Hoops.com Classic in Las Vegas, Nevada, talking with Tanner Zaeske and head coach Paul Combs of Carroll University. They came away with a 1-1 split of their 2 games. Tanner Zaeske is here, first of all, because he made the all-tournament team. Secondly, because he had 8 3-pointers tonight. You obviously were feeling it at some point, so tell us what that felt like.
Well, when you hit the first one, you just get the confidence, and then obviously we talked about in the locker room after that when that first one goes in, then the sea kind of opens up and you kind of hit the ocean kind of at that point in time. So just when you get your teammates to pass you the ball and they believe in you as much as they did tonight, it kind of helps out, and no worries.
What I don't have for you is career highs or season highs or anything like that. Where does 8 3-pointers rank for you? Do you know?
That'll be my all-time high, including high school and anything before that. So 8 is definitely my high.
Paul, congratulations on the win and coming out of here with a split tonight. Obviously just some general comments about your performance in both games this week.
Well, it's always great to be involved in this tournament. It's first class all the way, and it's very well run. Obviously the teams are extremely talented. I thought we didn't play our best game against Augsburg, but they're a terrific team. They're very well coached. I've known Coach Murray since he was at Cornell back in our days in the Midwest Conference, so we knew they were going to fight. We've been in a shooting slump, all season, really, Tanner included, but he's a 4-year starter, and he's earned every minute of the opportunity. And eventually things even out. I thought our guys did a great job of screening for him and then making the extra pass. And a hot shooter's got to find his spots. He's got to make the shots, but he's got to have teammates to find him in the open floor. And I thought he did a good job of really playing well together, and probably the most complete game on both ends we've had all season.
It did feel like you guys got off to a hot start, but then it really didn't cool off either. You end up still shooting 54% in the second half and 57% for the game.
Yeah, and again, I think that's just very contagious. When Tanner gets going and the tides can turn. When you're in a little bit of a slump shooting like we've been in, especially in our 2 road games in the CCIW, you make some shots here, and sometimes a tough shooting environment, it really snowballs. And it was good to see. And I thought our post influence really allowed us to get some perimeter touches too. We got Tyler Eye going, we got Cale Maupin in the post, and I thought that opened up some things on the perimeter.
Tanner, let me ask you first about playing 2 years in the Midwest Conference and then now coming into your second year in the CCIW. Everybody knows that that's probably a step up in the level of competition. You guys fared pretty well in the CCIW last year.
Yeah, it was pretty good for the first time, especially going 500. I think we split 13 and 13. So let's just say it's a little bit of a change, like you said. The bigs are obviously a little bigger, and then you got to play more physical, and the refs let things go. So it's a little change, but it's a good change. We've developed and we've moved past all the bad things that's happened, and we've gotten some wins. So
how does it affect you, especially as an outside shooter, when the style of game is called differently? Here, generally the way that these 2 games were called for you guys are the way all of the games are called. There's a lot of stuff is let go, which I know is different than what you might see in the regular season. Yeah,
here's a little different. Like some fouls that we'd have in the CCIW, sometimes would get let go. Here is a little hard to change too, because it was a little ticky-tack at times, but that's when you just have to change the game and move on from there. So.
Yeah, I met Paul about 16 years ago to holiday tournament, so we're going to reminisce for a little bit. So right. I apologize if we bore you about things that happened when you were in kindergarten. Yeah, I was going through reminding myself of your bio, and now I've lost a bunch of it, of course. A Ripon grad, coached at Lakeland, a lot of success at Platteville. You left us to go do some D2 something for a little while, and then have been back here now for, is that 6 years now?
My 5th year at Carroll, and it's been a great transition for our family. We're back in the state that we want to be in. We want to raise our kids, and frankly, Carroll's home for life, and making that transition to CCIW is just, we've embraced it, and who doesn't want to play against the best and compete against the best, so yeah, it's been a fun transition for my family. Our kids are local now. The recruitment circle is not as broad, and it really allows us to recruit to an excellent institution that's growing. We're almost 3,000 students, and it's just a fun place to work. We got good leadership and a lot of forward thinking going on our campus. When some campuses are struggling financially, we're growing institutionally and really moving forward.
I'm working on my mental map of southeastern Wisconsin. You guys are the farthest north in the CCIW, is that right?
We are, yeah. We're the farthest north. Carthage, obviously, is the neighbor rival that's about 45 minutes down the road south into Kenosha. But we have no overnight trips. Everything is day. So we miss less class time. We got more opportunities to recruit on Friday nights. And it's you know, every night's it's a fist fight. It's a great league, terrific coaches, great facilities, fans are outstanding. Tanner mentioned the personnel, the size, the athleticism, and that's no disrespect to other conferences. It's just the CCIW is just one of the best, and it's been fun to be a part of. And unfortunately, we play our 5 of our first 6 on the road in the CCIW, which is never fun, regardless of conference.
You guys had some pretty good fan support here. Have your fans stepped up to the level of CCIW fan travel?
Great question. We are 3rd in the conference overall in fan support. So our student section is outstanding. We've got a 6-man club that's very supportive. We have strong parents. Both Tanner's mom and dad are here. I don't know if they've missed too many games. Either his mom or dad's been in one of our games every in his entire career. So we have good fan support. We have good families. And they're good guys. You know, people want to support good people. And we probably have a handful, 20 to 25 people that aren't affiliated with Carroll, other than they're just good supporters, and they really like to support guys like Tanner, his senior teammates, Michael Kane and Joel Heesh. So, yeah, it's healthy.
Tanner, he mentioned your family. I have to go back to something we were joking about before we turned the camera on. That something, even though you hit 8 3-pointers tonight, something your mom might have thought might be missing from your stat line.
Rebounds, that's for sure. She wanted me to get a double-double while we were here, and I guarantee when I walk over there to go talk to her, she'll probably say I didn't have enough. So the funny thing about that was on my recruiting trip with him, and he was talking about having me as like a big man, rebound, stuff like that. Usually parents would be like, oh yeah, support, and like, yeah, he'll come and do that. My mom's like, nah, he's not usually a rebounder, just kind of dumbing me down a little bit. I was like, it's all right.
Work on his rebounding, coach.
So it's just, it just caught me off guard, that's for sure.
All right, Las Vegas, it's not all about basketball. It's all about basketball for us, but maybe not for you guys. You might get out of the hotel every once in a while. What have you done, or what are you looking forward to doing here in Las Vegas?
Well, so far we've gone just like New York and stuff like that, and that's been kind of cool to see. But otherwise, I think we're just going down to the Strip again, just to walk more, see more. Other than that,
guys have done the Fremont experience, which is always unique, you know, when you're from the Midwest.
Yeah, true.
And then tomorrow we're going to practice at the Mendenhall Center where Team USA practices on UNLV's campus, and then we get a chance to go watch UNLV play Boise State and support Coach Jeter, who was the head coach at UW Milwaukee for 10+ years. So it'll be a nice team event. A lot of families, friends get a chance to come, and it'll be fun to support the home school in UNLV and also see some sites and practice at the Mendenhall Center. So it's much more than just basketball, as you know.
Indeed it is. That's Tanner Zaeske. Paul Combs from Carroll, they went 1-1 here at the 2017 D3Hoops.com Classic.